Hey folks, welcome back to the Outdoorsman YouTube channel. My name is Will. On this channel we talk about everything preparedness, how to become a better prepared citizen, some tactical training, and we just have a ton of fun. And in today's video we're going to be talking about an EDC backpack. This is my everyday carry bag. We're going to rip through it. I'm going to show you everything that I have inside. Hopefully you'll learn a few things about maybe what you should be carrying in your bag. Longtime viewers of the channel, you know I love bags, I love packs, I have hundreds of them. Each one is full to the brim. I've spent decades trying to figure out the best way to carry a minimalist pack that I can bring with me every day, everywhere that I go, and some of the most crucial items to have inside. What's one thing that you guys would never go without? Something that you would always have to have in your bag? Let me know down in the comments. So let's get right into this bag. So let's just start by talking about the bag itself. This is by Allen Company. I actually bought this off of Amazon, and the reason that I purchased it was we were going on a bunch of fly fishing trips, and I like to have a backpack when I'm fishing. But I fell in love with the bag, and I actually bought two more. This one is in some color of a green, and I really like it because it's a very minimalistic profile, even though I have tons of stuff in here, and it is very light. I have found the bag to be mostly waterproof. For me, when I'm out fishing, generally this section of the bag right here is either touching the water or in the water, so I do get some wicking on the inside, but overall this bag has been very waterproof. I'll put a link down in the description, that way you guys will be able to find this bag a little easier. So let's tear into it and let's see what we have inside. So let's talk real quick just about the overall outside of the bag. I love that it has some little strappings you can hang carabiners on. I also love this little random strap that I haven't quite found a use for yet, but it's just a nice little strap to have. Hook this up to a tree or whatever it is you're doing. But let's open her up. Let's take a look inside, and we're going to go through what I have in here to begin with. First things first, I always have gloves. I always have a good pair of gloves. These are the mechanics gloves. I absolutely love them. You see them in every single one of my videos. It's always good to have gloves. Another thing I have in here, headlamp. Gotta have a headlamp. I have headlamps in every single one of my bags and almost in every corner of my house. I love headlamps. I like to be hands-free, so to speak. There's a few other things in this pack that I don't really need to get into because it's applicable only to me and what I do. But one thing that I never go without in any of my bags in this waterproof pouch is a little bag of Zippix nicotine toothpicks. I have these in every bag in my vehicles. They are a sponsor of the channel. Zippix nicotine toothpicks. Zip more, smoke less. Use discount code ODM10, save 10%. Now let's get into the small top pouch up here. It's a very basic thing. First things always, I have a Write in the Rain. I never go anywhere without a Write in the Rain. It has a simple elastic band and a wee tiny pencil inside to make notes. I know everybody has a phone, but I like to have a notepad. I like to leave notes. Just get yourself a Write in the Rain. They're cheap money. One very seasonal item that I do have in here is bug spray. I hate bugs, so I always have good bug spray in my bag. We have a spare set of sunglasses because I hate the sun. I also carry in here zip ties, little tiny zip ties in this top pouch. I use these all the time. And then I also have in here a puncture repair kit. This is for some other items that are in here that you'll see in a moment. But I like to have something to keep the rain out. And then I have another small patch kit. These are for my waders, but I always have these in every single bag. Hey everybody, Will here. Sorry to interrupt the amazing video that you're watching, but I gotta ask you guys to please subscribe to the channel. I don't ask enough, and it's starting to show in the analytics. If you can, hit the join button, give a couple bucks to the channel. I would really appreciate it. These videos, they take a lot. They take a lot of money, they take a lot of time, and they take a lot out of me, and I love making videos for all of you out there. We also have a Patreon. Lot going on over there right now. I'm uploading pretty consistently. All these links will be down below in the description of this video. But again, the biggest thing you can do to help me is to hit the subscribe button and hit that thumbs up. All right, guys, let's get back into that video. Now let's hop into the big pouch. And this is where it gets pretty interesting, folks, because one of the biggest redeeming features, full zip on both sides, which I absolutely love. And if we want to hook this to something, we can literally open the entire bag up, almost like a travel bag, and be able to access things on the inside of the bag. It was the selling feature of this bag for me. Let's fold this baby open, and let's go ahead and we'll take a look at everything that I have on this side of the bag. I carry knives everywhere I go. I have this old, really old buck knife. She's a beaut. I love this knife. This actually belonged to a good friend of mine who died a few years ago. This was his hunting knife. David, I got your knife, buddy, if they have YouTube and wherever the hell you are. I also carry a little bit more tactical of a knife. This is a Smith & Wesson HRT.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
It's a pretty awesome knife, razor sharp. It's very good for doing a lot of things, if you know what I'm saying. Before I get into this kit, I'm going to just show you all that I have, like in every other bag, a nice poncho. It doesn't have to be camo. It can be any color that you want it to be. Ponchos are just a fantastic thing to have inside any one bag you have. Now, let's talk about this kit. This is from Fix-It Sticks. These guys were a sponsor of the channel. They sent me this kit for free, but I have many now that I've bought with my own money. And inside here, we have just a basic tool kit. This is more for firearms, but you still have a driver. You can use all these little tools. I have also in here a little bit of Loctite, because you never know when you're going to need Loctite. And the nice thing is, this is a 1/4-inch adapter on the end there, so that you can put any attachment in there you want, including, like I have just this one quick little 1/2-inch socket right here, because that's the most commonly used socket that I have. So I like to have a good little tool kit. Fix-It Sticks makes a great kit. I'm sorry I don't have any discount codes for you. They are very expensive, but you can check out Fix-It Sticks. Also down here clipped in, I have yet another multi-tool. You all know me. The Leatherman Signal is the greatest multi-tool ever. Leatherman, send me one for free, would you? Leatherman Signal, it's fantastic. It has all your bits, flathead, Phillips, little cutters. And the thing that I like about them the most is that it has the knife on the outside. I love having the knife on the outside. So I carry one of these in my pocket, and I have one in every single bag that I own. Let's get into this other side here. These are all individual little cubbies. That's what I call them. And I like that because nothing's getting rolled around inside the bag. And we're going to just go through this really quickly. Some of these items are not applicable to you out there, but use this as a framework for your bag. In here, I have a lighter. I always carry a lighter because you never know. I also have this little state of Massachusetts plastic bag. It's good for putting little notes in, even though these are waterproof. They're good to put little notes in if you have to leave them for somebody. You guys know me. I like my booze. Don't have any kit that does not have a bottle opener in it. I also have this little headlamp. It is a green light. It clips right onto your hat so that if I have to, well, I can see what I'm doing. I like the green light. I find that it's less offensive to my eyes. And then I also have a Smith's knife sharpener in here. Smith's knife sharpener is fantastic. It has a nice honer on the side here, and it also has, you know, a pretty aggressive cutter bit for your knives. Now, moving down to this pouch here, always have a spare flashlight. I know I have a headlamp, but I always have a spare flashlight. I just love flashlights. And then I also have some of this, people call it vet wrap. It's a stretchy wrap. This just happens to be camo. I have it in 2 different sizes. You guys all know me. This is just in case I have to camouflage something up real quick. I like to have it in there. And then I have an emergency blanket. Emergency blankets are fantastic and they're dirt cheap. For some of the older viewers, they used to be called a space blanket. Get a couple, throw one in your bag. It doesn't hurt. Now, of course, it's wintertime here in the Communist Republic of Massachusetts, so I keep some toe warmers and some hand warmers. I really like to have those on my person. Another thing, if you're a friend of mine watching this video, we've got the black bag, ladies and gentlemen. I have these little black pieces of rubber in every single bag that I own. They've come in handy so many times. When we went to King Richard's Fair many years ago, everything was soaking wet, and it was nice. I had 5 of these in my bag. You could pull it out, place it down, sit on it, and your bum wouldn't get wet. So I like having these black bags. It's just a piece of black plastic. Google black plastic, cut some up for yourself. And then I also have this little K-bar tool that has it's got a little spoon on it, little sharp, crappy knife, but I like to have another implement for stabbing and or eating in my bag. Now we'll get into the last pouch, this back pouch here. I don't have a heck of a lot of stuff in here because I'm switching this out, which is why I'm filming. I have a small scrape first aid kit. It's got gloves, Band-Aids, things like that. Always good to have a first aid kit in every one of your bags. If you don't like black, Get yourself some white bags. These are static dissipative AT&T bags. The same gentleman who owned this hunting knife who died worked for the phone company. And when he died, I took a ton of these from his house. They're awesome to have other bags to store stuff in. I also keep in here some chem lights or glow sticks. These are actually chem lights. I just like to have them. It's kind of a thing in my training, in my brain, to always have some type of chem stick. I also have IR chem sticks in here as well. You don't need them, but for me, I always have them in my bag. And one of the very last things I'm going to show you is I have 500 feet of 550 cord or paracord. Why not? It's so cheap. Why not have a bunch of paracord in your bag? Now, ladies and gentlemen, don't click off yet. What is one thing that you will not go without in your bag? I ask this because we're a good community of like-minded people. We are all prepared citizens. I learned from you, you learned from me. That's why I made this video, because I had a lot of questions about how to pack a bag and other things that I did, where we were all introduced to Cletus. Rest in peace, Cletus, but he's a good man. He'll be back, trust me. Huge shout out to Zippix Nicotine Toothpicks, Zip More Smoke Less, ZippixToothpicks.com. Use discount code ODM10 at checkout. Don't forget, if you like this video, please hit that subscribe button, like, and comment. Remember, folks, the best time to prepare was yesterday, and the second best time is today, and I will see you next time.